it involved an independent company that was contracted to provide a number of services at a value of some £12 million in the contract. What had happened is the independent company had taken over from a previous provider, and the company who was buying the services decided to terminate the contract. So after a bit of a rocky start, the mediation had been actually booked for 2 days. We started, and there was a very, very poor relationship between the respective lawyers. That's not usual, but it does happen, and in fact they really weren't able to work together usefully. And although we made some progress on the first day in getting closer to a settlement figure, we were still well over £1 million, £2 million almost apart. Working with the parties separately on the second day and having conversations with each side without the other necessarily knowing that I was doing that. And the parties themselves were not unreasonable, and they worked better without being put in almost straitjacket positions by their lawyers. At the end of the second day, we were able to work out terms for an agreement, and this was well received on both sides. Whilst the relationship itself had been affected by the breakdown in services when the contract had been terminated, they were actually at a later date able to resume some of the services. Well, I mean, the main thing was in this case, and I don't often do this because in fact most lawyers from my experience can be very, very helpful in helping to settle matters and advise their clients, and they can also help with identifying risks. The main difference here was, apart from the preparation, where I'd already developed a good relationship with each party and the key protagonists in each party, the clients themselves, I was able to deal with the people who had the authority, who then became most involved in the negotiation. So in this particular matter, it worked to take lawyers out of the equation. But that's not always the case, and I wouldn't necessarily advocate doing that. It happened to work in this instance.